If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
Oh, which reminds me, she hasn't slept.
She's been moving stuff from Terry's apartment.
To Cipher's apartment.
Yep.
Yes.
She moved all of Terry's stuff to
To her own apartment.
You said
By episode 45, it will move incrementally house by house to the right place.
Just move it over one more house. Okay, we'll move it over.
The season finale will be finally getting into the other house.
Okay, it's one house closer.
and we've got to be in the house
Cipher.
before Christmas. Otherwise,
You have to
things
move
won't
into
line
a
up.
specific house. Yeah, so you've got, what, like 6 days now to get it there?
I think it was only 5 days now. Because
I thought it was 7 days.
Oh, was it?
Or
20th.
6
It was the
days?
20th.
It was the 20th. Oh, then it's like 4 days now. That is true, I wrote that down.
Don't know whose fault that was. Not the GM's. Yes, not the GM's fault. Don't know whose fault.
What, then
Not
it's
mine.
the 20th? Whose fault is it?
Pretty sure that one was your fault.
It's...
The GM's
You could have
fault.
rejected my reality and substituted your own.
I mean, we didn't decide to be knocked out for a week.
Certainly not.
Really?
I can't read
That
because
says
it's
it's
too
not
late.
your fault, or says...
Of course.
Alright, now you have to burn that card because you've used it.
Ah.
Is that a
one
t-shirt
use.
now?
Not the GM's fault. Hey, I'm just the GM. Ooh. Lots of uses. Perfect.
Got it.
Oh yeah, we've got to get out of Cornerstones first.
We're not in Cornerstones. We all went home.
No, Terrence didn't go home.
Well, Terry didn't go home. Fine. We all went home except Terry.
So it's the following day. Everyone can give me a perception check against 2 purple.
And...
I'm gonna need
Terrence
a.
is still asleep. He's not perceiving anything.
I'm
Cool.
Oh, I'd be up.
I'm also going to need to roll a resilience or something.
Yes.
Because Cipher claims to have not slept.
Yep.
Yes.
Resilience or
Yellow.
willpower?
2 green.
Probably willpower. Because resilience is brawn. So, discipline is willpower.
I'll let you choose.
Oh, yikes.
I think it's willpower. The ability to try and. I mean, she did succeed in the roll, so she lasted. She managed to move everything, but against. Okay.
Well, I fail to perceive anything, but...
Okay,
there's
yep,
2
well,
in
nothing
there.
bad happened.
Alright,
Okay.
so she is still awake, but very tired. Perception, did you say?
This is a general perception, so yes, you can do that.
Maybe you'll do better than me.
Nope.
Nope.
Cipher is so tired, although she did get 2 advantages.
Me too.
Maybe she didn't get run over by a car on the way to Cornerstones. But she's heading to Cornerstones at probably around 6 a.m. in the morning.
Wow. She's up early. Or I guess she went to bed.
Early.
She didn't sleep.
She's up late.
I am terrified by the oh perfect noises.
Huh?
That
Perfect.
Adam just you were like, oh perfect, and I was like, oh,
Hey,
what is
from what?
Cipher gonna do? Could be just the audio goofing on my end, but
I think it must
it
have
was
been the audio.
frightening.
I don't think I said oh perfect. At least I don't think I said.
But Cypher's there at 6 a.m. Is it open at
Yeah.
6 a.m.?
Yes, 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 24
Oh,
hours.
true. I forgot that.
I mean, I had no idea on the time before, but everyone kept turning up at whatever time,
now-
so Cornerstones never closes.
Not for us, anyway.
Okay.
A couple of locals having breakfast before going to work, one of the late night cooks who is probably getting very close to the end of their shift, a couple of fairies are buzzing around. Fennyman's not there yet.
Once Cipher reaches Cornerstone, she'll walk up to the bar and she'll... barkeep. Breakfast and a double shot short black. If you don't mind.
And the fairies are really interested in the way Cipher was almost going cross-eyed, hovering from one eye to the other and back again.
Cool. Cypher's gonna go find an empty table and just go sit at it and wait with her head down on the table.
Sleeping at a table.
Micro sleeping.
Micro sleeping.
As
Oh.
opposed to macro sleeping.
That's-
Yes. Which is when you sleep and it's really huge somehow. Massive.
The macro sleep. I'm googling that.
Oh my goodness.
It's not gonna be anything. Googling or goggling or whatever.
Goggling macro sleep.
Goggling macro sleep.
Yep. Okay. So how long can you live without sleep?
Not that long.
11 consecutive days.
Is the current record, the previous record was 10.
Oh,
Nobody
and then they
go for
died.
12.
Yeah.
I guess.
and then
if
you
it's
have,
if it's the record for how long you can last before dying, I'm pretty sure they then had to die.
I feel kind of bad for finding that funny, but
I mean, I guess
I'm
it's not like a
also
record you
sad.
go for intentionally.
I
It's
know.
more-
Obviously, people have sleep disorders, and there's some
Yeah.
things that Okay, so
I
how
don't
long?
think
can you-
anyone's like, I'm gonna stay awake for as long as possible until I die.
You'd be surprised.
Hearing voices.
Yes.
Or...
You can do a perception check.
Oh, I was gonna roll. I was actually gonna make the roll on goggle.
Yeah.
would not
Just
work.
Google exclamation mark roll yellow green.
You're really role playing this sleep deprivation hard, Adam.
Is it easier because she's in Cornerstones now? No.
No, that's not related to the perception, that's an advantage.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's one advantage.
One advantage.
Yeah. Macro sleep. Cipher got there at 6. Wren would turn up around 8. And I guess go sit next to or across from, I don't know what the table situation is like, a sleeping Cipher. Still moving it?
She's half eaten her breakfast. There's an empty cup of coffee there, so she's in a state of drifting in and out.
Oh, she is an elf.
Double shot of caffeine. I wonder.
You wonder? Cipher?
Advantage is that she notices Wren sit down. It's just
That's the name.
and she's piped up. It's just like her eyes are just like literally so wide.
She's
And
hyped up.
she's-
She's gone from being a zombie to being like, Wren, you're here.
Yes,
Good.
that's it. Wren,
It's that stage of tiredness where you're hyper.
I've got Terrence's stuff. It's all moved and it's ready to be moved.
It's moved and it's ready to be moved?
It's not in his apartment now, it's in my apartment. And then all I need to do is get the removalist to come and collect both things.
Weren't you supposed to get it to the house you're going to? And why are you here so early?
Because I'm moving.
Uh-huh. Good.
Anyway, she's back at her laptop and she's goggling things. Specifically...
So you didn't sleep?
Hey, no time to sleep. Moving.
No.
Boxes packed. All good.
Packed. Oh,
not much room in the house, though.
Yeah.
Terrace has a lot of stuff. I mean, clothes.
Yeah. Why did you put it in your apartment?
To move to the new house.
Okay. Sure. What are you looking at?
Not renovators, removalists.
Renovators.
And I need a clothes.
We've just moved in. Let's redo the whole house.
We need a clothes dryer too. Some of the clothes boxes might be a wee bit damp.
Why?
I was pouring down rain at some point. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning and just done.
How were you moving these?
Boxes.
Like you carried one box at a time? Like what did you do?
Basically.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because you go behind,
and why did
supermarkets and when they're doing the night packing and they're getting rid of their boxes, they throw them out the back in the recycling bin at the back. And then I just went in and got a heap of boxes from there, and some of them got a little bit damp, and then I had to use tape to tape them up, and
Yep.
Geez, Terry's got a lot of clothes.
I'm a little concerned.
So, my question is, if you realized that you weren't able to move Terry's stuff to the house last night, why didn't you just not move anything and tell Terry today, I'm sorry I couldn't move your things last night. There was no good way to do that.
Because now that it's all at the same place, we can just get one removalist and then we can come in and pick it all up and take it all to the new place. And she's got a thumb up in the air. With a big grin on her face.
Either finish your breakfast or go back to sleep on the table or do both, because I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be getting a job today and you look like you're going to die.
We can't get a job today. We're moving. Too much stuff to do. Gotta move first. Gotta get us into the new house. We're gonna set up a Christmas tree. We gotta put a place for the kitten.
No.
We're gonna put the
no Christmas
kitty litter
trees
down.
Today.
We need a clothes dryer. And a dishwasher. And pots. And flowers.
Didn't the house have flowers? Okay.
And a fairy flies by and says,
Interaction!
Oh, yeah, I lost that a long time ago.
When Cypher's tired.
Oh, God.
Okay, well...
She puts her head back down on the table and she's like...
Good. Yeah, sleep or something. Yeah?
I'm just going to make a roll. Okay. Still 2 Ps. One threat.
One disadvantage.
Alright. Which will add up to the other disadvantage. She's got 2 threats. So, yeah, I guess, she's back, she's up again and she's goggling a little bit more and making phone calls.
Oh, good. Is all of this arranging you are doing, is this just your idea, or does Terry know this is also happening? All the phone calls you are making and such?
Well, Terrence's moving too.
Yes. My point exactly.
Hello? Yes. Can you move stuff today?
That they might need some more information, Cipher. Cipher, you might need to give him a bit more to go on.
Aaron's just shaking his head in the background. Don't talk to me.
Well, when you need the GM involved, it's a good idea to involve the GM.
Oh my god. Okay.
Or is that the threat? Cypher's phone is still on the table. And she has just gone, "Hello, can you move something? Where's my phone?"
I don't know. Well, she could have dialed the wrong number.
Randomly yelling at the GM for a response.
Respond, goddammit.
Maybe she did dial the wrong number. She's just asked someone else.
Oh yeah, I can move today.
Like move stuff like from one house to another house.
Yeah.
So like with boxes and everything.
Yeah, okay.
So it's gone from a unit to a house.
Yeah.
You sure you can do that? Can you do that today? Like real
Cipher,
today?
you gotta give them the
today.
addresses, Cipher.
So she'll give her address and then she'll go, "Oh Christ, we're moving to a house next to a cemetery. Where the crap was it? Wren?" She's got her eyes wide.
Why would I know your address if you don't know your address?
What time is it at this point?
8:30?
Oh, sorry. Terrence is still very asleep.
Well, what time do businesses open? Probably normally.
Oh, that's true. It could have been later.
And she was doing some research and stuff to find out.
Well, how long was Cipher asleep before she started searching again?
Okay. She dozed off for... Oh no, it's Polly, isn't it?
Yes.
4 hours.
4 hours?
So it's nearly midday.
Poor Wren just sitting there. Okay, so it's 12.
Well, then Terry will be awake, and he will come down the stairs, just catching the end of Cipher panicking about not knowing where the house is. And he'll just call out the address across the room, and he's like, "You should know this. Like, we're neighbors with Mala."
That one, Cipher.
Scary Street. Cemetery Street?
No,
Horror
what
Street.
Terry said.
Skeletal Street.
No!
He's trying to name the street. I'm just letting him have it.
I know.
Race Street? Anyway,
What?
she's yelling into the phone the address that Terrence has given her.
After yelling out a bunch of other street names.
24 Cemetery Lane! Next to the cemetery.
You see the look on Aaron's face?
Yes!
So good.
Written that down.
He just wrote wow.
Was that?
No.
Did you just? Yeah, I just saw wow.
I saw him write ugh, like UGH.
I got wow.
All right.
That was a wow.
Oh man.
Wow. 24 Cemetery Lane. I've got that written down now. Yep. The cemetery or their house?
I thought the cemetery was always open.
No, cemeteries
Well, I
close. They usually close at night to keep all the ghouls from wandering around.
And certain parts of a cemetery are always closed. Like, you can't just go into a crypt or whatever.
Mausoleum.
We can do it at 2, and we are dead on time.
Cool. How much?
Do you have any money, Cipher?
How many boxes? How many van loads?
Van? What size is your van?
You think 4?
About that size.
4 feet long.
What?
What?
It's a van for ants.
Is it an 8-seat van? What are they? What kind of removalist is this?
You're having a convo with Terry at that point with hand signals.
It's a van full of Mexicans.
Terry was saying something about it would take 4 van trips. Not the van is 4 feet long.
4 van trips for just Terry's shit. You can add on more or after that. Unless you forgot all of his furniture, in which case it would be less.
Wait, she was
But you
supposed to
might
move.
need that.
I was supposed to move furniture?
There is a bookshelf. He desperately hopes you took all the books off of it at the very least, but he's not too hung up over the bookshelf.
All right. No bookshelf. 4, 5, 6 van loads.
I mean, she says...
Oh, man.
How many van loads do you say? Sucks.
Sucks.
It's going to be sucks. It's going to be 250 a van load.
I'm saying.
Whoa. 250 a van load.
I can go over and I can shrink the stuff for a small period of time. Could probably get
that
it
might
done
be a
in
good
one
idea.
van trip.
How much could you shrink it down to? Like,
I don't know. I've never tried
Hang
to
on.
do this many things at the same time. It should
Hang on,
be
we're
very,
discussing
very
shrinking all the
difficult.
stuff first.
But they're all in boxes and such, right? You didn't just leave everything hanging outside willy-nilly.
no, they're all in boxes.
That
So-
she found behind a supermarket.
Terrence pauses to look over at Wren and then shakes his head a little bit. He's like, so I'm not going to shrink any of your electronics. I'm too scared that that'll ruin them. But everything else can get shrunk without anything really bad happening to them, and we'll see how that goes. Worst
She
thing that
didn't
could
sleep
happen
at
is
all.
I accidentally make it all bigger.
She didn't sleep at
Well,
all. She apparently
maybe
moved all the
Fanny could
boxes by
spot me for
hand.
the day. I slept.
Wait,
You
what
said
do you mean
didn't.
you moved
So-
all the boxes? I thought you were hiring a moving truck because you didn't.
She says she carried
I
all
am
the
hiring a-
boxes
oh,
from
that's what I'm
your
on- that's what I'm on
apartment
the
to
phone
her
to now.
apartment last night and didn't sleep in the rain.
Why would you do that, Cipher? You're gonna get
what?
yourself sick. Look at it, and he's like
Move all the
fussing
boxes.
and he's trying to check your forehead for a fever.
Cypher's looking at Terrence really quizzically, like, huh? What are you doing? She's like,
He's trying to see if you've gotten yourself sick again.
I'm not sick.
That's what you said last time.
Yes, I'm not sick.
Sick in the
Four carloads.
I guess.
Van loads.
It's a car now.
Well, if it's 4, it'll be 1,000.
All right, we'll have the money. Cash?
Yeah, sure. All right.
Terrence is sitting at the table staring at Cipher like this.
I'll be meeting you at me apartment at 2 p.m. then.
Cipher.
All right. Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Cipher.
Uh,
How are you gonna get 1,000 credits, Cipher?
she's tapping
Yeah.
away on a keyboard.
She's gonna.
Oh, you're gonna
it.
hack it away from somebody's. Like, I don't know how hacking and stealing internet money works.
Me neither. Steal it from someone bad though.
Oh no.
No, so remove the
Advantage at a disadvantage.
advantage and add a disadvantage. So 3
Or
successes.
yeah, 3 success and 2 disadvantage.
and 2 threats.
You have our support, but not our suggestions.
I don't know how to make hacking money work.
She's able to funnel some funds, but it's going to require her having to go into a bank to withdraw it. Alright, so do I have enough time to go to the bank?
What are you going to the bank for? Got money there?
Money?
I mean,
Oh,
it's
and we're gonna go
about
shrink
12...
some. You gotta go shrink your boxes, Terrence. Are you okay with shrinking boxes with your clothes inside?
I mean, they'll go back to the regular size eventually.
Once you meet them and you get them moving your stuff, do you have to go move the stuff with them, or can we go see about getting this job?
We can go see about getting the job. All I need to go is let them in our house, and then they'll go to the new place. Do you have the keys to the new place? Because I'm going to have to give them the keys to the new place. And also, does it matter if the boxes are a wee bit damp? Will that affect your spell at all? Actually, you could maybe microwave them with some sort of magic microwave spell.
Terrence grabs Cipher's face like this and goes, I'm going to give you the other key, and you can go, and you can figure out your bank stuff, okay? I'll go take care of the boxes.
Does your bank stuff require speaking to a teller? Because I don't think that's gonna go too well. My point
Wren,
exactly.
Did you want to come with, Wren?
Not really. Banks have security cameras.
Okay, no. Yes. Maybe. I won't know until I get there.
If they have security cameras.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some money. I'll be back.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
I'm not sure
Guess
who's
we'll
more
find out.
confused, us or Adam.
I guess we'll find out how that goes later.
On the 6 o'clock news tonight.
Bank robber. Tiny Irish bank. Well, she's not tiny.
A delicate Irish robber.
Delicate Irish robber.
5'2".
No, she's 5'4".
Oh, 5'4". Yeah.
Katrin.
No, Katrin was the same height as,
No, Wren is the same height as Cipher.
Oh!
Alright, Cipher going to the bank? Is Terry going to shrink clothes? What's going on?
Who wants to go first? I kind of want to see what happens to Cipher.
Okay. Cipher go to the bank.
You want me to RP that?
Yeah!
Well, do you just need to go to an ATM, or do you have to talk to someone is the real question.
The threat is... Well, it's only 2 threats, so she has to go to a particular ATM to draw it out.
Okay.
Yeah. If that's okay, Mr. GM, sir. But she has to do it in a way so that the card, because the card has a cable linked to the laptop that she has to slot in. So she's got to sort of hide it.
The laptop?
Well, the laptop's in a bag, so it's not, she
Okay.
doesn't have to worry about that. It's just the cable that it's attached to.
When she does it, words appear on the screen and a voice says, "Now recording."
Yes, the Craig Bank of
Craig.
Seattle.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Sorry, we've lost all your money.
It's through no fault of Craig, though.
Yes, the bank no longer supports our
Yep.
bot that handled your money.
Failing anything going wrong, Cipher returns probably about an hour later to Cornerstone.
Well, you're not arrested. That's good.
And Cypher's got a quizzical look on her face. No, but I got the money.
That's good too.
Oh, wait, what? 12-1. I'm gonna go.
Huh? You're
Gonna
supposed to
meet
meet
the
them
guys
at
at 2.
At 2. At your apartment. It won't take you an hour to get to your apartment from here.
I would say this is Cipher we're talking about, but I've got to go.
She's faster than
Kinda
most
skipping
people.
circles
She's
around the building.
I got to go
Gotta
back
go
and
find pigeons.
make sure Wren's okay and
find that
pick her
lost
up.
pigeon.
Every single time you say that, I still get confused, Cipher.
Okay, so we're gonna have to come up with a solution then. Kitty Wren, Wren Jr., Renified. No.
Renified?
Little Wren?
Cauldron?
Cute Wren. Furry Wren. Cold Wren.
I thought that was the name of Mala's cat.
Is Cauldron taken?
Yeah, that's
What?
Mala's cat.
Aww.
What, did she only just name it?
She only just named it. It's been nameless till this very day.
So the cat, she has a cat called Cauldron.
Yep.
And I've got a cat called Wren.
Apparently you do. And I'm called Wren.
Harry Wren. Kitty Wren.
Sure. You go, Cat Wren.
Cat Wren.
That was my
Cat Wren.
suggestion. We were having a conversation with Emily. It was in the chat.
then I'll
She
just
said,
get
"What
doubly
would it be
confused."
called?" And I said, "Katrin."
Oh yeah, Cat Wren.
Cat Wren. Why did I not think of that?
You came really close twice.
You said Kitty Wren, and you said, I don't. Okay.
Anyway, I need to get back to the unit so I can check on her, make sure the boxes haven't fallen down on top of her.
Do you need any help moving boxes into vans or whatever?
Wait, what? Where's Terrence? Is Terrence still here?
Here?
Terrence is
Terrence.
waiting for you because he doesn't have the passcode to get up into your apartment.
Yeah.
Lambert has been watching the whole thing, but decided against coming over.
But why?
He just has to look at Cipher. He can't hear her, but...
Frenetic energy is radiating.
No. That's what a environment.
I can help you move stuff or whatever.
Yep,
Well, it would
okay.
be helpful
Cool.
to get it situated
Cool.
once it's in the house.
Okay, barkeep, double shot, short black. And
How-
she downs it in one gulp.
How much coffee have you had so far today?
2.
2 coffees.
I think she's replacing her addictions.
Oh, you can't just move from one to the other. It's not any better.
It's just coffee.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's go.
Wait, is this the instant stuff or is this the...
They don't serve that here.
Pretty sure there's no such thing as instant espresso.
Just a tiny little cup with like half full of powder, and then you mix in the water, and then it's like sludge.
No. No, come on, let's go. Let's go shrink some
All right.
boxes.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't shrink the kitten.
I'm more worried about accidentally shrinking one of us, or your computer. If I do anything else that's horrible to your computer, it's just gonna be canon, and your computer's doomed.
I feel like if you shrunk one of us, at least it would be easier to find than a shrunk kitten. Because we're bigger to start with.
Randon found it easier to break into places.
Oh, me, not the cat. Unless your cat breaks into places.
What a great idea. that down. I shall train her to be... Alright.
The lack of opposable thumbs. Terrifying.
And Cipher's skipping through the traffic as normal.
Oh.
She seems to be pretty hyped up at the moment.
Terrence is walking normally on the sidewalk.
Yeah, same. I thought you said it was raining. You're the one who was going on about how it
was raining
raining
last night.
I guess
Sleet.
it turned to snow.
It might be slushing from the sky, yes.
Freezing rain.
Oh, that's why. Because it's cold.
That's why it snows.
Outstanding.
To be fair, I've been up all night moving boxes. I didn't notice
Adam
how cold it
hasn't.
was. We get to Cipher's apartment.
Okay.
She opens it up, and it's just chock-a-block full of boxes.
Huh. Is there even room to make a circle to shrink these things?
Sure.
I can't imagine your neighbor would... Oh,
I got a good idea from that basement we were trapped in for a week. Though we might not want to actually be in the circle when I set it off this time. And he takes his chalk and he starts drawing a line on the wall all the way around the apartment.
Your cat and anything
Cypher's
else you
going to
don't
grab
want
the kitty.
shrunk. Yeah, anything else you don't want shrunk, put it in the hallway.
And the kitty litter. She needs a full-size kitty litter, not a small kitty litter.
Not a sample size.
Simple size.
And the cat food. And maybe the cat bowl.
Electronics? Terry said he didn't want to shrink those.
Oh. Half of my stuff is electronics.
Well, let's grab that stuff and put it in the hallway. You'll have to tell us which boxes.
Terrence pauses from his drawing on the walls and he's like, you could just shove it in the bathroom. The bathroom isn't part of the circle.
Okay. True.
Alright.
Okay, you say which boxes and we can get them out of the way.
That one, 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 that one. Maybe that one?
Can you check?
She's building the bat cave up in here.
Seems like it.
I mean, look at those ears. Those aren't cat ears, they're bat ears.
She is Oracle.
Cypher's a bat. Are you sure you're not the vampire, Cipher?
Oh, conspiracy.
Anyway, let's get these boxes moved.
Great. Let's.
Can I come? I want to see what happens.
We should all go.
When we're moving the boxes?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if we're taking it to your house, we'll be right there anyway. We might as well.
Hey, what?
What?
Go to Marla's on the way.
No, when we're moving the stuff to your house, which is like your neighbors, if you want.
She already started thinking about something else.
Okay. Alright, so we're moving the electronic stuff into the bathroom?
Yep, Wren's gonna help Cipher push anything she doesn't want shrunk out of the way.
And once everything's in there, Cipher's going to make sure that she's well out of the unit with little Wren.
Right. Terrence is going to finish off a few ruins.
AKA Kitty Wren. AKA Cat Wren. AKA...
How many nicknames does this cat need?
Not
I'm going to have to come up
Cauldron.
with some.
Not Cauldron.
Oh, there you go. Not Cauldron.
Not Cauldron.
Can't be Cauldron. Anyway, Terrence finishes up a few ruins that connect both ends of the circle in the apartment, and then he steps out into the hall, and he says, "Oh, here goes Nothing. This is exciting, guys. Are you ready for the disaster? Oh no.
Oh no?
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
I only got
You had
one.
2 reds in there.
I only got 1 success in that whole damn thing. Oh no.
Oh, your yellow dice were not helpful. 4 failures.
All right.
That just about sums it up.
So
What, the alright?
Du, 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 du.
How does that summon?
All right. So I failed 4 times. I got 3 advantages. I'll say that not a single goddamn box shrunk even a little bit, not even a minuscule amount. But the chalk on the walls did explode into the room and cover literally everything, and is kind of soaking up the moisture that has been in the boxes. So now the boxes are covered in this like kind of chalky,
Slippery chalk.
sticky paste that kind of sloughs off easily enough, but the boxes seem to be no longer damp because of it, which is a weird thing that doesn't seem to follow the laws of physics. And I will
now
use
your
that
stuff-
for the advantages, because now our stuff isn't damp anymore.
It's not damp. Well, your stuff's all covered in chalk?
That didn't work.
Moving's, difficult.
I'm gonna have
apparently.
to do it the slow and normal way, I think. And Terrence goes back into the apartment and draws a smaller circle and stacks like 3 boxes in it. And sets it off. With much success, they shrink into about
Hooray!
a third of their original size. They're still just as heavy as they always were, but they're much, much smaller. And he takes those and moves them and continues going through the boxes with similar results, if not exactly the same.
How much strain is it going to cost Terry to do all those boxes?
It'll probably take him about half an hour to go through all of them like this, instead of getting them in one fell sweep, so it'll... What's a strain? What is fair? How much strain does he currently have, and is this gonna basically put him out of commission? Holy shit.
And he passes
And
out.
he passes... Because we didn't recover any of our health or whatever when we were out for a week, right? Yeah.
And
Well,
then
we
Cipher falls asleep, and then Wren
Correct.
is the
You
only
did get
one
one
left.
from last night. But during the week, you were missing.
Oh, okay.
And then Wren...
So,
But you did have a full night's rest, except for Cipher, who said there was no rest. But anyone who rested does get 1 health if you were missing any.
Oh, so I would have suffered strain, wouldn't I?
You'll be taking strain probably, or a resistance roll. But you succeeded, right?
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I did a resilience roll.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah.
I'm still like at half my health.
Did you get hit?
We all did, back with the shadow things. It was a while ago, but we didn't, like, do anything specific to heal.
How much damage did we get?
Depends on... Each person was attacked individually.
you got the worst of it, Cipher.
Oh, yeah, current.
Terrence
Yeah,
just
my
got
current.
a tickle.
Yeah, that's right.
I got stabbed in the neck. And then everybody looked dead. And maybe still does, I don't know. Maybe that's just the new thing. Everybody looks dead.
We've been on a rough patch for a while.
Just a little bit.
That
We did
feels
an
like
easy job.
cheating. A little bit.
Cheating?
I think it's a message response in spoken word. Perhaps.
It feels like cheating, but logically it makes sense, so... I'm kind of curious to see what happens when we run out of strain. Do we just die?
No, strain is exhaustion.
Pass out or something.
It's physical or mental exhaustion. When you hit 0, you can be awake, but you are no longer functional.
Well...
Alright, well everyone else can pass out, and Wren will single-handedly move all the things and go do the job.
Well, okay.
And that's the most angry Wren has ever seen.
Yeah, no kidding.
That wasn't angry!
I'm just gonna do everything by myself. I don't need your help.
That was not angry.
Emily's like, I feel challenged. Do you want to see angry?
No, I don't really get angry. Not really.
I don't get angry very often either, no worries.
So all the boxes are shrunk?
Yeah. All of the boxes except for the ones that you set aside are smaller significantly than they were originally.
Well, that'll make it a little bit easier for them to move.
Yeah, although they're gonna wonder why all your boxes are so tiny and so heavy.
What if the spell ends before they get it there?
Then I guess their van explodes? I don't know. Not the magic expert.
The van explodes in a
and sparkly clothes rain down.
Mushroom cloud of secret.
And shoes.
That's terrifying. If we get an enemy, we'd have to have like a sequin explosion.
Well, it's just like the glitter storm in Out of the Abyss.
Yeah, except instead of an entire city freaking out, all you hear is this low no,
and everyone else just being like, eh.
Sounds like a fucking air raid siren.
There's weirder stuff going on, says everyone else in Seattle. There's skeletons wandering around with iPads. I don't care about the clothes falling from the sky. Dylan is stealing clothing, huh? Wi-Fi and clothing thief.
Yep, stealing Cipher's Wi-Fi and Terrence's clothing.
He's got this purple sequin go-go suit, and Terrence is just standing on the other side of the fence seething. He's like, give it back.
Cipher heard a bzzz.
What's that?
Maybe the removalist? Hello? She's checked the intercom.
We're here to move boxes.
Yep, come on up. Bzzz. She buzzes them in while knocking over her microphone.
That she has set up in front of her at all times.
Yep. Well, technically she does.
Yes, I suppose.
About 3 minutes later, an orc walks in. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Cipher pulls out the $1,000.
No, boss says pay when we're done.
All of these
Okay.
boxes, and there's some more stuff in the bathroom as well.
Do they need the keys to the other house? Terrence.
Well, if you don't mind me leaving stuff on the front lawn, all right.
Cipher, I've already given you the other key. He pats her on the head and says, we'll open the door so that you can help us bring all the boxes inside.
Cipher's looking up at Terrence. Are we going there now?
Did you want to do something else?
Yes, we are going there now. We need one person to stay here because this isn't all happening in one trip. And we need one of us to go to the house to help bring it in and organize it. Which one do you want to do?
It sort of makes sense that you go and organise where everything's going, Terence. Doesn't it? What?
Alright. I can do that.
Who?
Terrence picks up like 6 of the boxes and he's like struggling, which looks really silly because they're small. But he's like, and he starts walking out the door with them.
What do you want me to do?
Terrence is out the
So
door.
why am I even command? What?
It's your
Where'd all this
people's
responsibility came
moving
from?
stuff. I'm not moving anywhere.
She hands Wren, little Wren.
Okay. I am in
friend?
charge of
Maybe
the
school
cat.
children. No?
School? You can't name your cat school children.
Please don't. That's weird.
Yes, it is.
You could just hear Terrence saying this from somewhere out in the hall. It's like floating down the hallway. Please don't. That's weird.
You cannot name the cat that.
Okay, brethren.
Brett.
Karen.
Karen. Oh dear.
I thought you said Cameron,
Okay.
and I was.
Karen.
Could be Cameron too.
All right, we can name all the words that end in Wren another day. Do you need me to do anything other than hold your cat?
Just hold the cat, I guess.
Okay, am I holding the
guess.
cat here? Am I taking the cat to the house? Where?
I could just picture.
This is all very chaotic,
very
and I don't understand what's happening, Cipher.
I have absolutely no idea what's happening either. The bolt left and I wasn't on it.
Clearly I should never move. It's very stressful.
Maybe we should follow Terrence to the new house.
Oh my god. Terrence.
Terry did this whole specific thing where one of you had to stay in the apartment. Remember that? And he said, do you want to be the one to go to the new house or do you want to stay here? And you told him he should be the one to go to the new house, which thereby means you're supposed to stay here.
Really? Okay. But shouldn't I go to the new house?
I don't know what you should do. Oh dear.
Terrence has gotten back up from dropping off some boxes at the van, and he's looking at these 2 girls like clearly frazzled in the like 5 minutes that he's gone, and he's like, "What happened? What did you manage to do in 5 minutes?" And he's like clearly agitated.
Cipher told me to hold the cat, but we don't know if I'm taking the cat to the house or staying here with the cat. And I said that to Cipher that you said she's supposed to stay here, but she says she's supposed to go to the new house.
He closes his eyes, puts his hands at his temples.
So, Wren, can you take the...
Okay.
I've got your cat. I've got Wren, the cat.
Can you take
Terrence
her to the new house?
reaches out
Sure.
and takes the kitten. And he, like, kind of holds her like a football for a second. And he says, first, we have to get the first load of boxes on the van, which is what we're doing right now. Once the van is full, somebody is going to ride to the house to help start unpacking into the house. Since we want to send the kitten, I suggest Wren goes first. Just because you offered to help us today, and I'm not sure there's more than one passenger seat in that van. And you can take the kitten and help start unpacking. I'm sure that...
Unless they're going to drive her and a packer.
I didn't see anyone else downstairs. Was there somebody else downstairs? Okay. There's nobody else downstairs.
Maybe we can move some stuff in your car.
My car is still at Cornerstones. It's too far away.
Okay.
Just across the road.
I mean,
All
all
right.
right.
Just
We'll take
there.
a few.
We're grabbing boxes. We're taking them to the. Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure that out when we get to it. In the meantime, let's load up the truck, and then we'll get both of the Wrens on the truck as well.
All right. Wren will grab as many boxes as she can with her terrible brawn, which is probably not that many. I don't know how heavy they are.
And we have just done the Holy Grail scene with the 2 guards.
Yes, we
Yes.
did.
Yes.
You just stay here and make sure he doesn't leave. Can he leave with us?
Does it help that there's 2 Wrens involved?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Wren the human is gonna take some boxes to the van. I don't think Wren the cat is gonna do that.
It's always hard with orcs, their frustrations look the same. But you think he feels you're a bit weird.
Who? All of us?
Understandable.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to try too. Hang on.
Is it the same for everyone?
Not sure, you're bottom right for me.
I'm changing my nickname.
I am for myself as well. And Becca's. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's alphabetical.
It's alphabetical.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was disorientating somehow, even though it's not really
Oh my
a
God,
movement
imagine-
in location.
It's just, I've changed. Let me do that. It should update. Yes, there we go.
Excellent. And Terry.
You load the van. You don't need to do all 4.
No.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, has anyone in the history of role-playing actually role-played moving a house?
The next session is probably getting Wren into the van with the kitten and the kitten stuff, and then Terrence trying to convince Cipher that it's a terrible idea to get in the car with like 4 boxes and drive to the house right this second, because then the apartment will be unlocked with all of the stuff still in it, and he doesn't trust her to stay there and guard it by herself, but she also won't leave without him. So he's just standing there like. And he's like moving boxes closer to the door, looking for something to occupy his time with while he waits for the truck to come back.
The truck has sprayed on the side, boo-hole.
As in, boo.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The Packer's a ghost. That's why I didn't see him.
No, the driver's a ghost.
No, the driver's not. We met the driver, didn't we?
No, that was the Packer.
No?
The orc.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same guy Cipher was talking to before. The other guy sounded a little bit more intelligent.
He's smart enough not to be the one doing the moving.
Point taken. All right, so after
Okay,
four
let's
trips,
move all the stuff. We've moved all the stuff. All the stuff
after
is there.
Cypher's being closely monitored and supervised,
As she should always be.
Always.
she hands the orc the money. Thanking you very much,
Yes, lucky for me you got the wrong number. And drives off.
It's the wrong number.
What? What do you mean got the wrong
Say-
number? What happened?
Cipher, who are you trying to call, and who did you
I have
call?
no idea who that was.
Oh, good. Maybe check if all your stuff's still there.
Well, wasn't Terrence going to the house?
Aren't we at the house?
Hang on. Did we not... Didn't... No, we were staying... Terrence was...
I was pretty sure we jumped ahead to the point where all the stuff was moved to the house. Because you've paid the guy and he's left. So there can't be anything left to go get. Unless you just paid him when he'd done half the stuff and he's like, okay, thanks, bye.
No, he moved all the stuff.
Yes,
but
so
Terrence
we should
was
all
going to
now
the
be
house.
at... Yes, we're all at the house.
Okay. Oh, so we're all at the house. Okay. That's what's happening.
Becca's face.
Are you done having an existential crisis, Cipher? I'm worried about you. I'm genuinely worried about you. I'm going to lay out some blankets. Look, the boxes have started expanding on their own. I'm going to lay out some blankets and make a weird little nest for you in the front room so you can sleep, okay?
When are we supposed to go
After
to
the job.
Cornerstones? Yeah, for the job.
Take a nap first.
What time? It's 4:30.
Okay, Cipher, take a half-hour nap. Go.
Power nap.
Yes, do
She's
it.
not going to be able to resist. Oh, fine. I'll go take a wee little nap then.
Good.
And she grabs Wren and goes and lays down on the blankets and curls up with the kitten.
Terrence is going to lean against the wall and then slide down it like a rag doll until he's laying on the floor, like, perfectly flat, and then he's going to give a long-suffering groan because that was really tedious.
I mean, it's a good thing the rent here is so good because you should probably never move again.
Yeah, no kidding. Moving sucks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Especially when your roommate is confused about whether or not the movers just drove off with half
Was a
your
removalist?
shit.
Was a real removalist? I just called up some random guy.
And whether or not she's at the house she's moving to.
Well, that's exactly what you did. You had disadvantages, so I spent them.
So it's just around. Like I said, check if all the stuff's there.
I mean,
Awesome.
pretty honest up front dude. He did the work. I'm not gonna complain.
I mean, I don't know how much it normally costs to move. Maybe he overcharged.
Gas is pretty expensive over here.
Yeah, and to be fair... Oh, well, actually, no, Cypher's dreaming.
You're asleep, Cipher.
She's just like... She's just flailing around in the blankets. To be fair...
In all fairness.
In fairness.
Fairness.
In fairness. It was nobody we knew. Okay, while she sleeps, is there anything else that has to happen here?
Not really. We can organize all these later, get it all set up.
Okay.
Shouldn't the boxes be put in an appropriate position so when they expand, they're not expanding like
Go back to
exploding
sleep,
blocks?
Cipher.
Shouldn't the boxes be pot and
Terrence picks up a pillow and starts smothering her.
And Cipher is dead. Okay.
The boxes aren't stacked on top of each other, and they're not lined up in any way that they'll start like breaking
They're
into
spread
the
out.
walls if they expand to their full size. So they're just kind of scattered everywhere. Like
Nice.
yeah.
except for Cypher's boxes, which are all in her room, hopefully.
Well, half of Cypher's
Sure.
boxes weren't shrunk, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
At least half. If not
All
more.
right, so I guess because it's a power nap. Is it a power nap?
Is it?
Yeah, power nap.
One threat. Well, I'm still not.
You got a
Okay,
crick
it's
in your
interesting.
back from sleeping on the floor.
On the floor. Cypher's having a rough day. Everyone's been having a rough, I don't know, month.
Well, we were dead.
Yeah, and even before that, it wasn't too great either.
It's so achy.
Yeah, you did sleep on the floor.
Alright, come on.
In fairness, I did forget to pack the mattresses.
You what?
Seriously, I'm a wee little girl. How am I gonna pack a mattress?
Cipher, do you know how expensive a mattress is? You can't just leave that behind.
You remember to pack at least one of the mattresses by pointing the nice gentleman who helped us move everything else at it and saying, "Can you please grab that?"
I thought it was only in boxes. But beds don't normally get moved with the house.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Normally you move your furniture.
I guess we're going shopping then. Unless you want to shrink down a couple of beds and we can just put them in the back of the car.
Cipher, do you want to help us steal some beds? Mattresses are too expensive for this.
I guess.
Just the face. No, I don't.
I'm just looking at her willpower.
Mattresses are too big to be easily stolen.
I've just demonstrated a talent in making things small.
That's true, but then you gotta break into somewhere with mattresses, do that, take them away with you.
We might as well just go and shrink the mattresses that we have.
Go into like IKEA it and
IKEA.
Set up some of the
iCat.
And just
everything has got to be a cat.
Set up some of those privacy screens around a bed we like, and then shrink it down to like dollhouse size, and we'll walk out with it. Be like, I'm looking for a bed like this. There was one just like it right here a moment ago. Well,
yes,
that doesn't help me.
I always bring around a sample size of the bed I want to show people what the bed I want looks like.
I want the same bed me Barbie sleeps on.
The look of absolute,
yes,
like, what the hell is happening right now on Aaron's face? He's like, whoa, that got weird fast. Alright.
Should we go and see this fella about the job first, or...
Are we going to do that, or are you insistent on going to have Mala kiss you? You gotta pick one.
Well, we're going to go shopping for a Christmas tree too, so we might as well shop for a Christmas tree.
Okay, Cipher, let's go get money first.
Getting ahead of yourself, Cipher.
Okay, we'll go get money first.
Yes, let's go get
Let's
it.
go to Cornerstones.
Let's go to
Cornerstones. Money, I like money. Money's good.
Terrence will hop into his car.
Wait, what? You drove here?
Yes, you convinced him to drive there after a bit.
Oh, then I guess Wren will sit in the passenger seat.
And Terrence will drive.
To what?
Cornerstones. What did you almost do?
You were so close to... What?
I'm scared.
Why I'm sitting in the back seat.
Huh?
Oh, yes. Kicking the driver's seat is a really good way to walk to Cornerstones. Terrence just offhandedly says over his shoulder. Oh my god.
No. Does it look like we're that? I mean, you were pretty confused about where we were like 45 minutes ago, so to be fair, maybe you're not sure.
Alright. So we're at Cornerstones.
Okay, we got there?
I'm assuming.
Wonderful.
No, after you said, are we there yet, Terrence went and found a cliff to drive off of.
All right. That too.
No, yes, we're at Cornerstones now. Safe and sound. There were no cliffs involved.
Couldn't find one.
Are there cliffs in Seattle?
Do we look like we know about Seattle?
There are drop-offs into the ocean, yes.
In fairness, we do know where the best beer and pizza is.
That's what we know about Seattle.
I've done a
one thing.
bizarre amount of research on this city I probably won't ever go to, seriously.
And I learned I was wrong about which side of the country it was on, so I know that now.
In fairness, 100% of our Washington listeners are from Seattle.
And we apologize for all our woeful Seattle knowledge.
Oh, but there's some really cool underground tunnels. We should integrate that into the story somehow.
Ooh, nice.
They're all like downtown in like old world, and the city was just built up over where the original landline was, but it kept rising up. So.
Oh yes, so
we're just talking about like weird places and their names.
And did you know there's a place called...
You might not have known, but that's a place just around the corner called Poo Poo Point.
You would know that, wouldn't you, Cipher?
Just random bits of information that I'm searching up. Anyway.
Cipher deflates.
So what kind of job do you think it is?
Yeah, what? And who are we supposed to be meeting?
Someone that Mr. Funnyman didn't seem thrilled about?
Somebody named Jake. I'm trying.
Oh, did we get the name?
Trying really, really hard not to be excited, and it's not working.
Why would you be so excited about meeting a guy called Jake?
Oh, shit.
Terrence?
I'm just excited because Lambert is here.
Apparently the job's supposed to be easy, but so was the last one, so that doesn't necessarily fill me with confidence.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see what it is.
Terrence is looking around for Lambert.
He's over at the bar with Fenneman. You look tired.
Yeah, moving is tough, especially right before Christmas with a bunch of children. Anyway.
He looks past you to the others.
Cypher's got a hand up in the air. Coffee!
Can you even afford coffee?
Fenneman's gonna spot me until we get paid. I got a bar tab, you know. So if you ever need anything, Wren, do you want a coffee, Wren?
Yeah.
2 coffees?
And at the end of that, Lambert just looks at Terry and gives you a hug.
Terrence hugs him back, and he says, I think I might need some coffee as well, but like half of it needs to be scotch at least.
And the barman starts to make the drinks. So you've done all your moving?
Better be.
It's moved.
Except the mattresses.
The beds were forgotten somehow. He's like deadpanning and staring at a very specific spot in the wall. Like, and then he comes back.
And he is looking at Cipher.
And we'll sort that out. We still have to actually unpack the boxes and move them to where they belong.
Moving is terrible.
And the barman hands you your drink as the fairies fly the others theirs.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And Terrence will down like half of his drink in one go. And then he'll sit and he'll say to both Fenneman and Lambert, so who's this contact that we're meeting today who has the supposedly easy job?
Well, Jake works with a small operation, similar to us, really. I've never heard of them doing anything really dangerous. They don't do jobs that need guns. It's all stealing gigs.
Okay. Yeah.
So theoretically, they should not be very dangerous jobs. No, that isn't their kind of thing.
Well, that's good.
I needed to work on my illusion magic anyway. I'm not very good at being sneaky, so gotta find other ways to be useful on these runs.
Well, you've done alright so far.
I've managed to not die so far, which is pretty great, yes.
Mostly. Yeah, mostly. We've mostly...
Dying is a failure.
Yep.
I don't know, I think not getting paid kinda sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pity about that.
That was a lot of money we lost over a stupid trinket.
Yeah.
How's your coffee?
Not good.
Terrence smiles and he sips at it and he's like, it's absolutely fine and it's not going to tell me later about how much exactly anything was, right?
And Lambert is starting to sweat a little. He looks at Terry and looks at Fennyman, who is frowning at him, and at that moment wishes he was somewhere else.
Oh no.
Fennyman shakes his head and goes back to his book.
So when are we meeting this person?
Jake will be here at 9, and we got some call from some geezer bringing Cipher a VCR.
Cipher, why do you need a VCR?
To watch videos?
Okay. I would have thought you'd be a bit more high-tech than that.
Why?
I don't know, all your other fancy computer stuff.
Of course, it's not 1980.
Yeah, it's whatever year it is that we are definitely all agreed upon and know.
You know how hard it is to come across a working VHS player?
No.
Especially in America?
Yeah, you mean the place that had more of them than anywhere else?
But... look... Weren't they beta?
It's not a fish.
Beta?
Yes. Beta fish.
You named your
Betamax.
Betamax?
That too. You can't get fish too, Cipher. You've got a cat. You've got a cat now. You're not getting fish.
Oh, she can get fish. She just has to feed it to the cat.
A perfectly live fish?
Yeah, why not?
A perfectly
The
live
cat's gonna
fish.
try and eat it anyway. Might as well just feed it to him.
Are they often imperfectly alive?
Well, you know, when you go to a fish and chip shop, you don't expect to be eating a live
I
barren fish,
wouldn't
do
call
you?
that any kinds of alive. I would call that very dead, not imperfectly alive.
So, we're supposed to be meeting a guy?
Yeah, at 9. Mr. Funnyman just said.
I've left for 2 minutes, and there's a beta fish named Max.
Yeah, in fairness, that wasn't me.
We definitely need a shirt
was
that
the-
just says "in fairness" and
In
nothing
fairness.
else.
In fairness, ...
In fairness, ... exclamation mark.
Okay, so we don't have to meet him till 9. And what time is it now?
It's probably like 6
Well-
or
6
7.
or something. Yeah.
So we got Cypher just put her head on the table.
Well, Cypher's gone back to sleep.
Well, I'm going to order dinner in the game because I also just got my dinner order in real life.
Ah.
Was that a pretzel?
No, they're onion rings.
Ah, it looked like a pretzel.
Pretzels for dinner. Ordered for delivery.
Yeah. Delivery order pretzels
is your-
at 1:15 in the morning.
Here is your bag of pretzels.
That would be freaking cool.
Pretzel
We had
delivery.
the pretzel
What,
place
you would
in the
deliver
mall.
pretzels? Or
The pretzel
order
place
pretzels?
in the mall used to give us free pretzels after close.
9 o'clock. Cipher will probably order dinner too before then.
That was a complicated sentence.
And us.
I believe it was 9 o'clock. I am restating this to affirm to myself that is the time we are waiting till. Pause. Yep. Cipher will order dinner. Not, yes. It's 9 o'clock, so Cipher will order dinner.
Yes. I have my own personal interpreter.
Yes.
Cauldron.
Cauldron. Speaking of which, does she, who is Cauldron, want dinner?
What?
Or do you want to share me fries?
Yes.
Alright. Cypher's sharing dinner with Wren.
Thank you.
And coffees.
Yep. Got coffee.
Till 9.
Till 9. The same coffee.
Terrence is quietly eating his food, and he looks over to see Lambert staring at him, and he's like, "Don't look at me like that. I didn't teach them that. They learned it on their own."
Who's learned what?
What?
You two learned how to share. It's very sweet.
Oh. Okay.
Cipher looks like she's having an existential crisis again.
Crisis?
Cipher, apparently you've learned how to share.
Apparently. She's like looking down.
Lambert has the fish fingers.
Like, okay, I'm really sorry. I pictured Lambert just with like fried fish fingers, like impaled on his fingers. He's just like meow with them, and it's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, he's waving every now and again.
Why Lambert was eating fish because
he's a shark.
And then I realised he's a shark.
Yeah.
They are battered and fried.
It's as opposed.
Yes, not imperfectly alive fish.
I suppose they don't serve up like battered and.
There's always sushi.
Surfers.
Battered and surfer? What?
A battered surfer.
I don't think that's on the menu at Cornerstone.
I did wonder why that meal was called Marcus.
Oh no.
That's not nice.
What the heck's Marcus got to do with it?
Oh.
Oh.
Fennyman has a deep frown.
He's lost in the fire swamp. The ROUS has got him.
Rodents of unusual size, Cipher. Rodents of unusual size.
I got that. I'm just confused. This is still the surfer that Cipher was saying was battered? I am confused.
We segued hard onto like 3 other things. But yes, it is still the first thing as well.
Guy's having a rough day.
Wren, you got to understand something. This here toothy grin thinks he's a funny man. So he says a lot of stupid stuff.
Uh-huh.
Don't look at me like that. You do say a lot of stupid stuff. We didn't have any surfers on the menu called Marcus. As much... Stop it.
Alright, well, glad that's sorted. What did Cipher order anyway, other than fries? Or was it just fries?
Well, what's on the menu tonight?
Not Marcus.
Not Marcus. Not
Lambert goes to say something. Stop it.
Not Marcus and chips. The surfer formerly called Not Marcus. Fish and chips?
Cypher's ordered fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Alright.
Yeah, 2 pieces of fish. So a piece of fish each. Battered fish.
Yep. Fish and chips often is.
Well, it can be crumbed. In fairness. Crumbed fish is quite nice. And probably healthier than battered fish.
What is crumbed fish?
Hey?
Sorry?
I said, what is crumbed fish?
I think as opposed to like dipped in like a kind of a liquid batter, it would be rolled in breadcrumbs, like if you like bread something. instead of dipping it in
But
batter.
then you still get all the carbs, but none of the protein from egg.
Well, often when you do breadcrumbs on something, you do dip it in egg first, and then you roll it in
dip it in egg
flour.
first,
Flour
and
first.
then-
You dredge it in flour, and then you dip it in an egg mixture, and then you roll it in breadcrumbs.
Ah.
Mhm.
I still just call that breaded. I'm sorry.
That is breaded.
breaded.
All right.
But breaded as opposed to battered, I believe, is the thing.
Well, I think when you walk into a shop and it's noisy, you want to be ordering crumbfish. Because
If you do that,
I have never ordered
if you
that.
do that in Canada, you're
risk
going to
it-
confuse a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know what
Really?
they'd give you.
Cool. I'm going to do that.
They're probably going
probably
to
just
give
go,
you fish.
"We don't have that."
Or they'll give up trying to explain to you that they don't have it.
And then
And you're
Aaron's
just
gonna
going to
have
get
to
a
explain to
bowl of fish that has been torn into crumbs.
Shredded fish.
Shredded fish.
them. Shredded fish.
Is that what
Alright, well,
Cipher
Wren's-
gets?
Cypher's eating
Well-
shredded fish.
If it's well, see, in fairness too, because if you're in
Again.
a loud restaurant and you ordered you ordered
In
breaded fish.
fairness.
I mean,
We need to start a
I'm going to
counter.
put a counter on the
Did she
video
say-
for this one. Ding, ding, ding.
she
Every time
did she
in
say
fairness.
breaded or did she say shredded?
We'll
It's
die.
too late. It's done. You said it. It's canon.
Okay. Wren will finish eating pretty quick. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Wren was pretty hungry.
Yeah, she's always pretty hungry.
Wren doesn't look malnourished, does she?
Which Wren?
Yes.
Yeah, Cipher, that's
Wren
up
in
to
front of
you
me.
if your cat is well fed or not.
You did say she was scrawny.
The
The cat? Yeah. No, Wren's pretty scrawny as well, and always hungry.
Maybe Cipher will order cake.
All right.
And Aaron gets up.
And Aaron's gone. He's like,
Yep, had enough.
you've started the next adventure, and all you've done so far is move houses and eat dinner.
We might get to the card.
He
The
might.
very first card.
The first word on the first
First word on the
card.
card.
I'm not holding my breath.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm done eating.
Yeah,
so.
we're ready to time skip to. I might keep eating in real life, but I am done eating in the
Yeah,
game.
don't stop eating in real life.
Don't stop eating in real life.
You don't have
So
to.
around 9, a guy comes in. He is tall and obviously an elf. He is wearing a suit and waistcoat, and the whole thing is really bright Union Jack.
Huh.
Terrence turns around and sees this. He's like, "Oh, fabulous, darling. Work
He looks
it."
over and sees Fennyman and Lambert, and he walks over. Lambert, my man. He punches him several times in the stomach. Lambert doesn't seem to notice. Hello, Jake. Oh, it's been a while since I've been here. I like what you've done with the place. You've actually got customers. I dig it. I need a bunch of miscreants and cutthroats. He walks over to a young couple, about 20. Is that you? No? You need to find someone better. Sorry, mate. I have a job. A job that pays money. And I need some people who don't mind doing something illegal.
It's just terrorizing everybody in the restaurant.
So that's who we're meeting.
I mean, I like the suit. The suit is cool.
Should we be volunteering in?
I like how Terrence is just focusing on the suit.
Well, it's his style, to be fair.
He goes over and gives Fennyman a hug. Don't touch me. Oh, you love me. I hate you. No, you don't. So where is my band of daring do banditos?
Oh.
What's a bandito?
Apparently
Terrence was
us,
about to
Cipher.
volunteer the whole group, and then he just starts dying of laughter as soon as Cipher asks what a bandito is.
Apparently we are.
Is that offensive or is that?
No.
I can't tell whether or not you're asking Cipher or if you're genuinely confused. I'm sorry, Adam.
It just means bandits, Cipher.
Oh. But then why didn't he just say bandits? Is it a racial thing?
What? Like, cause he's an elf? I'm confused, Cipher.
Like, are they from, like, Mexico? A Mexican bandit?
Are you from Mexico, Cipher?
Not that I know of. I'm from Ireland.
We wonder about that sometimes.
And Lambert just points at you.
Well, we've been volunteered.
Terrence is like wiping his eyes.
Jake walks halfway over, looks at you, looks at the young couple, looks back at you, looks back at Lambert. Seriously? Lambert nods.
Do they look more criminal than
Jake
us?
gets a chair, spins it around the wrong way, and sits down. Right. Looks back at Lambert.
Uh-huh.
How long has this been a hotel? Always. Ah. You know, there was once. You look like a mage with all the charms and trappings and stuff. Well, there was a mage and he built a hotel once. And it was called the Grand Gibbon Hotel. It was made entirely out of monkeys. He taught them to stand on each other's heads and to interlock to make the floors and the ceilings. I have to admit it got a little bit slippery during maintenance season, know what I mean? Everything though was fine and dandy, and that place made tons and tons of cash. Until some geezer, he opened next door a banana and peanut treat factory. That hotel came down so fast it was a bloodbath. The moral to the story is it's easier to destroy something someone else has done than to do it yourselves. You should write that down. Banana peanut treat, anyone?
Terrence is sitting there kind of like he's got his elbows on his knees and he's staring at Jake with his mouth kind of hanging open and this really confused look on his face. Like, what the hell did I just witness? Kind of deal.
That's an OMG face. You know where OMG was first used? It was in a letter. It was in a letter to Winston Churchill. And it was from a geezer called Lord Fisher. He had heard that there was to be a whole slew of new knighthoods, and he said, OMG, make sure it gets showered on the Admiralty. 1917, true story, OMG.
Alright.
Terrence leans back and then leans over to Lambert and he's like, is this guy always like this? Oh no. Fennyman, you said this was gonna be easy, you lied.
Well, what did you know? He's actually right.
Oh, Cipher, did you look it up?
She's got the laptop in front of her. She's just looking at it. It was to a letter to this guy. I don't know who it was. Winston Churchill.
Churchill. Yeah. The thing about the hotel, though, I don't think it could do very well, because what about all the people who are, like, allergic to fur?
I think they were allergic to being torn apart as well, but let's not split monkey hairs.
Alright then.
So why are we here?
Can't believe you sat on that for a year.
Good question.
You have a job for us, theoretically.
So we're told.
A job, that's right. I have a job. That's right, that's what I'm here for. I get distracted easily by shiny objects and stuff, and let's be honest, in that get-up, mate, you're a bit of a shiny object.
I'm a shiny object that is spoken for, sir.
Oh, that's what he meant. Leave it alone. I was talking to Ferret the other day, and he told me what he was getting you for Christmas. It's funny, mate. I'm telling you, it's funny. I thought it was really funny. You don't know. You didn't hear it from me.
So it's your fault. Terrence is like starting to stand up a little bit now. Wait,
Terrence doesn't know what it is. Terry doesn't know what it is yet, because Christmas hasn't happened.
That's like the ghost of Christmas future coming to possess Terry periodically.
Does this guy get preemptively annoyed a lot?
Cypher's nodding.
Sometimes?
It's a bad habit I've picked up. You're reminding me very strongly of somebody else in the room.
Cypher's looking at Fennyman.
Well, it's not him. He has no style, that kid, or balls for that matter. Girl, you could do so much better than him. Sorry, mate. It's true.
I don't think those people have anything to do with any of
What were we
this
talking about again?
job.
Alright, look, there's a job. Sorry, distracted.
I hope there's a job.
Should I
Yeah, there's a job.
step outside for a
Yeah,
minute?
it's okay. Right. I need a team. Well, my boss needs a team. And we are kind of busy at the moment, and all our regular teams are doing something, and this came in. And he decided he wanted to do it anyway. He doesn't like to turn down work. And he sort of owed, Splinter there a favour. So he jumped aboard and said, if he had someone who could do it, then he could maybe do it. And apparently that's you. I thought it might have been him over there, but it's you.
And what is the job?
Well, there's a book. A great big book. It's impressive. It's rotund scale. It's not paperback. It's not something you'd find in, local bookstore. It's so big, by so big, by so big. It's quite old. Comes from the before time, sort of medieval. If D&D was not D&D but was historical, it would come from... That's not what I mean,
Sure.
What's D&D?
What's the book
I have
about?
no idea, really. It's something to do with trolls. The owner, as in the person who owns it, he comes from some little country in Europe. And he is a troll, and apparently the book, it's proving in his own life belief that trolls were around a lot longer than people like to think they were. And apparently, this book, will give some credence to the idea that trolls were around for a long time because he is a troll. He likes the idea that he can say that he has an ancient heritage.
All right, and we're supposed to what? Steal the book, destroy the book, review the book.
Steal
what do you want?
the book. The person who
Okay.
sounds like they have the name of a cat is right.
What?
You got to steal it.
She's got a bird name.
She
I don't
does
think it's a
have a
cat name at
bird
all.
name.
What are you talking about?
When I chose this name, I never knew it was going to cause so much trouble.
So wait, the bird is named after a bird.
Yeah, kinda.
Actually, in fairness, you should have been called Robin. If you could call yourself after a bird.
Well, I didn't think of that, so I didn't pick that.
Well, Fenny said he was looking after a
Birds.
cat called Wren.
That's the other Wren.
And people sometimes call people cats, like slang. And she said cat called Wren and then called you Wren. So you have a cat name.
Yeah, I'm Wren, and there's a cat named Wren, but I had the name first.
Don't
so
forget the cat cauldron called Wren.
That cat's just called Cauldron.
Doesn't it get confusing?
Yes.
Does it? Adam?
Yes.
Cat Wren, normal Wren, cold Wren.
Cat Wren. Normal
simple.
Wren.
So why do you think she was named after a bird?
Wren is a bird.
There is a bird as well as all these cats.
a type of bird, don't worry, not an individual
Why did you
bird.
do that? Why
Do
did
what?
you do that to an already complicated situation?
Why are you pointing fingers and blame?
Who's
Who's-
Jake pointing to?
Yeah. Who's
Because
doing
that
what?
feels very much a you situation because you're an elf and you can't trust an elf to do something smart.
Huh.
Pointing to me.
It's an interesting statement, I suppose.
Yes, but you can trust enough to do
Well,
it
that
right.
remains to be seen, doesn't it? So you need to get this book. This great,
Uh-huh.
big book. The
Yes.
Pandemonicus Faustus Collectane Occultica.
Terrence is scrambling a little bit, and he's like, hang on, let me... And he pulls out...
What was that again?
You're right,
How do you
you're right
spell
there.
that?
Terrence, your voice was fading away there for a little bit.
Panda. Monicus.
Okay.
Faustus.
Mm-hmm.
Collectane Occult. Ika.
Occultica?
Cold sticker.
Occultica.
Occult, like weird crap, like naming people after cats. And Ika, like Ika.
So it's a collection of occult stuff, and it's got something to do with Faust, and it's pandemonium.
No idea. But by the sounds of that, you know what you're looking for. I don't, but I'm not going with you, so that's good. So as long as you know what you're looking for, it sounds like you do already. Job done.
I know some Latin, doesn't mean I know what I'm looking for.
But where be this book?
Now, this book is in the National Library. It's on loan.
Okay.
It's in the display section, the big centre section. Now, it's not exactly a 90-year-old with a fluffy dog, but it does have vulnerabilities.
If it's in
Okay.
the library, wouldn't they have set some scribes to
don't
copying it?
Even if they have, they won't be working all the time.
Well, no, it's going to be on display sometimes, especially if it's a loaner piece.
It's in the main section at the back. It's a great big circular room, as in a circle, and it's in the centre and under some sort of glass case. Probably got an alarm. I don't know. You're mucking around on that. That's the tech thing, so I assumed that would be you. And you obviously know what it's called, so you're obviously the brains. And you're
yes,
blanking.
Terry, that's you. Oh.
Terrence doesn't have any technology on him. He's just got, like, bangles and crap.
No, Cipher had the technology. Terry's flashy.
So he's talking to you, Cipher.
About the technology, yeah. Cipher has the technology.
Yep. He's talking to you.
She's like, no. What?
Huh?
Did you completely zone out for all of that?
Earth calling Cipher, come back to the light.
All I heard was Marcus Aurelius something.
No, Marcus
After
Aurelius is not involved.
Marcus? Who the hell is this Marcus? I knew a Marcus once. We got stuck
book?
in a swamp.
The book's name.
Yeah, there was no Marcus or Aurelius in the book.
What was it? Roboticus something?
Pandemonicus Faustus Collectani Occultica.
Collection of Pandora's cults. Faust. What is Faust?
Faust is, well, Dr. Faustus. Yeah.
Isn't he on
Devil
Channel
stuff.
4?
So
Devil. Oh, okay. I don't have...
Hear that
Cable.
PBS show?
you said the book was on loan? Or is it on loan to
Yeah,
the
there's no
library?
mistakes, only happy neurosis.
Faust, it's the one with Mephistopheles.
You see a doctor about that.
I mean, I guess if you're talking to the devil, maybe you should. But, that
The
aside...
devil's in the details, and I don't have many.
Which
National
library?
Library.
Details.
Security is probably not spectacular because it's a city-run facility. We don't
Yeah.
think they are going to be as heavy on the moolah as when it comes to the private firms like As Technology and guys like that. So it should be an easier job They have regular security. We don't think they have heavily armed guys, and they don't usually have guns around the library. We haven't seen any. We did a little prelim, but nothing too serious and no guns, so you shouldn't be getting shot at. And if you do, it's probably your own fault.
Cypher's typing away on the keyboard on her laptop.
Steal it. Bring it back.
Bring it back here?
Yep.
Okay. And that's it?
And we'll bring it to the buyer, and if they are happy, you will get 5G and maybe a little bonus.
Time
Sooner
limit?
rather than later. Haven't said how long it's on loan for. It's only been there a month. We're assuming it's got a little bit longer, but we can't say for sure. I would not say 6 months, as by then I'd say it would be something else in there.
Alright. Well, the likelihood of us getting this done before Christmas is non-existent, but we will get to work on it after
Alright,
that.
I will leave it in your capable hands. Are they capable?
Boxing Day, the place will be closed. Actually, yep.
And Christmas Day too, but we'll be busy. We have a party to attend.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Here.
Where?
Here.
Attendance is mandatory.
You're coming to Cipher.
To do what?
To hang out. To eat food, drink.
Yeah, eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, like a party?
Yeah, sort of.
Exactly like. Because it is one.
Because it's Christmas?
Yeah. So they say.
Weird. I thought everyone just stayed home. Okay. I'll come in and have something to eat.
Yeah, good.
The amount of empathy.
So we have Onda?
Anda?
Yeah, we have an accord.
Oh, I like her.
I'm
Fennyman
thrilled.
just looks pained. I wish I'd have thought of that. I'm surprised you didn't, mate, if I'm honest.
Becca's just dying.
Oh, come on, you've missed me, mate. You've missed me.
We've never met before. How could I possibly miss this?
He's being very presumptuous.
I just have that kind of personality.
I guess he assumes you will miss him.
Oh, apparently. Oh, goodness.
Which I guess remains to be seen.
Alright, I have... We did enough things for me to have 3 whole lines of notes on this page. Usually I can...
That's more than me.
Usually I can fill an entire page with notes of important things we've done, but
We haven't done
not
anything.
today.
Well, your boxes have still got to expand.
He looks at Terry.
That was my phone, don't worry about it.
What?
Nothing.
I'm a little bit afraid to ask, mate.
Terrence reaches over, picks up his phone, presses some buttons, he unlocks it. He turns the volume off.
Lambert is just looking embarrassed at this point, and he doesn't know how to respond. Do you have any questions?
Is there anybody else trying to
$5
get
grand.
this
Maybe.
book?
There was word on the street that one of the Oriental groups was also interested.
Not the Yakuza.
Nah, not the Yakuza. This is chicken feed for them. They're not interested.
Okay. Why is the price so high for the job? Not that I'm complaining, but I'm a little bit skeptical on the ease with a price that high.
Well, the book itself is worth a bit regardless of what Trollboy thinks. It is still old. It is still from the middle of the ages of the middle. So there is a certain longevity to its existence, and that has led into the value of said book being slightly on the elevated side.
Okay, but as far as you know, there's no, weird entities attached to it that try and kill people?
What? No, why would there be weird entities attached to a book?
We had a bad experience a little while back.
Our last easy job wasn't so easy.
Some people got disintegrated in a matter of seconds. It was very uncomfortable.
In fairness, it wasn't us.
No, not us. Although we did end up, in a coma for a week or something.
No, we didn't disintegrate them.
No, we didn't disintegrate them either. Neither were we disintegrated or doing the disintegrating.
I wasn't saying that we were disintegrated. I was saying that we weren't the ones that were doing the disintegrating.
Well, I'm glad you cleared that up. He gets up and goes to the empty table. Because if you had been disintegrated, this is what it would have been looking like right now. And I think I would have noticed an empty table, yeah? He gets up and comes back.
Cipher, do you have any questions?
Nope.
I feel like we've learned several new
I think we
things.
have too. Not sure entirely about the job.
Yeah, Cipher, any questions about the job from a technical standpoint?
Our group, though, has never had anyone disintegrated, has never had anyone killed, and never had anything go wrong. At least, no one I cared about.
Didn't you say
At
you
the
lost
library?
a friend in the swamp?
Yes,
once?
but I mean, he could still be there. Lost.
Okay, so if we got lost forever on this job, but weren't found dead, so we could hypothetically still be alive somewhere, you would go tell the next people that no one had ever had any bad things happen to them on this job.
That's right.
Okay.
For all I know, he could be lying. Might have loved that swamp. That swamp could have been home as home could be. Have loved that place.
You lost your friend in a swamp that he hated.
In fairness, mistakes were made.
Someone really needs to start a tally.
Was this the same guy that built the monkey? The monkey?
No, Marcus did not make the Grand Gibbon Hotel.
Oh, man.
I liked Marcus, and I would not have made the hotel fall down and tear him up. Forget that. It is irrelevant. It is irrelevant as to who caused the hotel to fall down.
Okay.
We don't need to discuss. Finger pointing at this point won't solve anything.
Okay.
Terrence is sitting there with a giant fake grin on his face. Like, yeah, I feel totally safe about this. This job sounds good.
To answer your question before, it's a library. I'm pretty familiar with security systems for libraries. I mean, the book might have a little bit of extra security, but I don't think it's anything that I need to worry myself with.
I don't think you're going to need a bag of some sort, or a boulder is going to roll down out of the roof or anything like that.
That would be a strange thing to have set up in a library.
I mean, if there's another group, then maybe keep your eyes open.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Orientals, but don't think you're going to have to deal with a Belloc kind of guy. You're not going to get through all that and have to... So, Dr. Jones, there's nothing you can possess that I can't take away. But keep your eyes open.
So other people might be trying to take it, and we will keep an eye out for them.
So, bring me shotgun.
I think they
Not for
have
just for scaring
metal detectors at the library, Cipher.
Yeah, because we're like going in during the day. Oh, we're just here to steal your wee book.
Yeah, we'll just go ask if we can check it out.
I thought
They
we'd be
did it
going
in
at night.
International Treasure.
What is International Treasure? What?
This place is cool. You know what? You should do a movie night here. Hey, Fennyman, you should do a movie night. And some of your staff just are not up to speed on important stuff like movies.
You know,
How do you know?
International Treasure with Nicholas Rage.
How do you know which movies the staff have watched?
With the funny
though?
Yeah, he has a funny face. A very funny
Sorry,
face.
Emily?
How do you know which movies the staff have watched? Do you just interrogate them about this?
That sounds like an
regularly?
awful thing to do, Lambert. Is that what you do? I don't do anything. How did we get onto this conversation? I don't know, mate, but I think it's your fault.
Huh.
Why does he interrogate over movies? That's really weird. That's weird, mate.
In my head, I would like to just state this. In my head, Terrence is still sitting beside Lambert. He's just been here the whole time, and he's like staring at Jake like he's insane, because he is.
Okay, well, do we have all the information we
Oh,
need?
the job. How about a job?
The name of the library?
Seattle National Library. Big
Library.
building, you know?
No. Library.
Yeah.
Walls, roof, door. Can't miss it. Downtown.
Got a lot of
I
windows.
mean, it would be easier if it didn't have those things, I guess, but... yeah,
Big
it
word.
does.
National Library. Doesn't move.
Not often.
Goggle it. Still be there.
It's got a lot of windows, and it's a funny shape. Security looks...
I'm not expecting it to be particularly difficult. Actually, for me, it's going to be a complete breeze, as I'm not going.
So, do you guys want to James Bond this or Catwoman it?
Whatever's easier.
Okay, so not James Bond.
He
Okay.
points at the mural. You're the Catwoman.
Yeah,
You're the burglar.
I guess.
That's a little bit risque what he did. Did you pose for that?
No.
Has she got whiskers? Yeah, Cypher's got a big grin on her face.
Yeah, that's your
Smug look.
handiwork in a way, Cipher.
Didn't paint it at all.
No, but you drew the whiskers on my face.
And the artist captured them perfectly.
It's not revealing, but it is risque. Very nice likeness. Nice lines. Lambert thumps him. Hey! I was just being neighbourly.
I think...
Stop that. Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future. Starring Becca as Terry the Mage. Raveninsane as Cipher the Hacker. Emily as Wren the Thief. And Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Sirenscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.